get big enough, you eventually eat them. Hello and welcome to Driving with John. Today I'm going to talk about patience. And I don't mean hospital patience, I mean patience as in waiting. I think it's the society we grow up in, and it's personal. You know, we all just want things right away. That's who we are as people. I mean, I'm not a very patient person. I try my hardest to be, but I get very impatient very quickly. Waiting on patience. I know that sounds ironic, but it's true. I mean, this year my wife and I had set a goal that we would buy property, hopefully with a house and some structures on it, but not definitely that, but to start like a homestead, you know, with chickens and goats and, you know, those types of things. And we really want to, and it is our goal by the end of the year to do so. And it's only February, and I'm looking at my watch wondering how it's going to happen, and we're trying to save and scrimp everywhere we can, and, you know, it's not easy, but patience-wise, I think is the hardest part. You know, I can sacrifice things while I'm on the road, and my wife has sacrificed some things at home, so we can save a little bit to do it, but I don't think that's the hard part. The hard part is patience, actually waiting to obtain a goal, or waiting to obtain anything. I mean, we literally live in a society where within a minute or two we can pretty much have whatever information we want. But when you want something like to buy a property or buy a house, you know, obviously unless you have 100 grand sitting in the bank, you know, it's not going to happen. So it takes patience. And so today I just want to make a video about patience, because I'm not sure how to be that patient. You know, I've always set goals and tried to achieve them, but I usually set shorter term goals, and, you know, there are goals to get to that point at the end of the year. We talked about those goals and each month what we can do to get to that point. But, you know, accomplishing those little goals, yeah, there are victories, but they're also a month long, or, you know, even a week long. In today's society, no one is used to waiting this long, and honestly, I've fallen into this trap myself. And so patience is something I need to definitely work on. And I'm sure, you know, there are a lot of people out there that feel the same as me. In today's society, you don't need patience. I mean, really, if you want something, you can go get it. You just have to charge it or whatever. And my wife and I, many years back, we've decided not to put ourselves in debt. So we don't like to buy things that we can't pay cash for. We drive used cars, you know, that type of thing. So this patience thing is hard. And so today's video, I want it to be more of an interactive video. You know, what are you guys doing that enables you to be patient, to wait for something that you know is coming and it's big, but it's not here yet? You know, how do you deal with that anticipation? Because some days it feels like it's so far away, and other days it feels like it's right around the corner, and you can almost touch it. It's almost there, you know. It's funny because, you know, you're a day closer, but today may feel like it's so much farther away than it was yesterday. So I'm just kind of rambling about it, but it's truly how I feel. And I'm just wondering, you know, other people out there that are watching this video, how do you deal with patience? How do you deal with being able to wait for something that's really exciting, it's really awesome, that you can see where you can turn a page on your life if you get to that point? And, you know, as a Christian, I believe God has a plan. And my wife and I prayed about it, and we believe that this is God's plan for us, and it will happen in His time, with Him, you know, giving us the resources to do so. And we believe that. But as a human, I'm finding it hard every day. I think about it, and I do research about it, and I watch YouTube videos about it, and I'm searching up properties, 8-10 months in advance, 10 months I guess it is right now, in advance, hoping that I find something, and then I don't know what I'm hoping for, but it's kind of crazy. It's like you're running on a treadmill, and you think you're making, a great distance, and then you look down and realize the treadmill hasn't moved at all. That's kind of what life feels like sometimes. So I'm more encouraging people to comment down below. Let me know, what do you do that helps you be patient through times of excitement, through times of, you see the light at that end of that tunnel, but you got to get to the light. What do you do? I mean, I'm doing the best I can to do my job every day and live life every day. And like I said, my wife and I are sacrificing things to be able to accomplish our goals. But it just seems like I'm on that treadmill. And, no matter how hard I run, it seems like that treadmill is not going to move. I think that's a really funny vision to think in your head, where you're picturing a guy on a treadmill thinking he's running miles, and really the treadmill hasn't moved at all. So same thing with an exercise bike. You think you're making great gains, but you really haven't moved at all. That's kind of what life feels like sometimes. So yeah, just comment below, and if you see someone commented and you want to comment about the comment, do that. I want to get a conversation going about waiting for things, about patience, about, how do you deal with the excitement some days, and then the, wow, it seems so far away other days. I just focus on the here and now, on my job, on, what I can do each day to make that goal more possible. But looking at it being 8 months away, or 10 months away, or, 6 months away, it seems so far away. And, at my age, it's funny because 6 months ago was like yesterday. Time goes so much faster as you get older. It's kind of crazy. But, so, that's where I am right now. And I'm just kind of focused on my daily activities. By the way, if you ever hear that dinging when I'm in the truck, my truck has an idle shutdown. You're not supposed to idle too long. And it dings to let you know that it's going to turn off if you don't do something to make it stay running. I mean, right now I'm sitting in cooler weather, and I'd rather have my heat on right now than to run my APU, auxiliary power unit, to run my heat, because that, I'd just rather sit and idle my truck. So it's not really great. It uses more fuel, but it produces more heat. So that's why I'm doing it. But back to the subject at hand. So, I feel like this video is kind of rambling and kind of moving like this. I don't know exactly where to take this, because I'm actually looking for you guys out there to comment down below. So please do that. Whatever you do on a day-by-day basis, knowing that you're working towards a goal, how do you deal with the excitement some days, and so the other days where you feel like you're working your butt off but you're never going to get there, And I'm a visionary, so I try to picture big and try to think big, and my wife is more of a little steps to get there, and more of a realist than I am. I'm more of a dreamer, she's more of a realist. We kind of balance each other out that way. And so I don't know if she has these feelings. She probably doesn't. I mean, honestly, she's such a realist. She probably is humoring me in all of this. I mean, she wants it too, but she probably doesn't believe it can happen by the end of the year, where I feel like I'm going to will it into happening, because I'm going to make it happen, So, yeah, the homesteading thing, not to get off on a tangent, but it's something my wife and I have talked about for probably about 5 months now. And we put a lot of thought behind it, and we each have our own reasons why we want to do it, but we both definitely want to do it. So we're hoping we can work our way up to that eventually. But as it is right now, we're just literally growing vegetables on our front porch. That's pretty much what we're doing right now. So, you know, that's good. We're having vegetables from our front porch, but eventually we want to get to a place where we can have some animals too. Some chickens or eggs. My wife's thinking some goats, the milk. I want to stay away from the whole milking thing. I grew up in a farming community, and I know that anytime you want to milk something, your commitment is much larger. You know, I'm thinking like chickens, goats, meat goats, pigs, you know, things that you just clean out their stalls and you feed them, and then when they get big enough, you eventually eat them. You know, that's what I'm looking for. So, but it's kind of a call back to the way things used to be. So that's all. I'm done with my tangent and done with the conversation. So I just want to tell everybody I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate all of the support. I mean, it's been overwhelming. My Facebook page has blown up. I mean, unreal how many people have liked that page. It's unreal how many views my videos are getting, and honestly, you know, I make these videos. Originally I started making them because I just wanted to keep a log of my thoughts and my views, and I told you I'm a dreamer, so in my head I was hoping it would someday turn into something. But I don't know, maybe people are into me talking about my thoughts on things. I don't know why. I'm just John. You know, I just drive a truck. I'm not anybody important, you know. But hey, if I can help somebody or inspire somebody, or I don't know how I could do those things, but if I do, that's great. And if you know anybody that would like my videos, share them. I mean, I'm a big dreamer, so I'm hoping maybe someday at this point, before what seemed like a dream looks like it could turn into more of a reality, you know, hey, maybe I could, you know, get monetized on YouTube. Who knows? I mean, I'm going to continue putting out a video every day either way. So that's all. Just make sure you smash that like button, right? Probably right about there. Hey, don't listen to that guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That guy that's talking down there, don't listen to him. The like button is not over there. It's over there. And the subscribe button is over there. Now that we got that straight, let's go back to him. Have a great night. Or day. Or whatever time it is you watch this video.